Right, we are back. What's going on, everybody? It's a good day in the neighborhood. Wait a minute. Hang on, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. Ethan,
Yeah?
what do you have?
Mr. Boston came back.
What? No.
Mr. Boston went on a trip to Scranton, Pennsylvania, I heard.
So he ran off to Scranton, Pennsylvania, where they were keeping our new ball lift stuff, huh?
Yeah, so then, now that we have the new ball lifts, Mr. Boston could come back.
Really?
Yeah,
Is he the one who found them for us?
I believe so.
Wow. Can you bring him up closer so he can tell everybody what happened? Oh, I see. Okay, he's not mic'd up, so you can't hear what he's saying. But what he's basically saying is he found the PBLs for our new ball list that we're putting in this coming summer, and he found them in Scranton, Pennsylvania, but he kind of got lost, and he didn't know how to get back home. So he just waited there for us until we got the new ball lift stuff, and when we went and grabbed it, he came back home. Yeah. So anyway, glad to hear from you, Mr. Boston. Glad that you're doing okay, and thank you for joining us back here live on Joe the Pro Studios here tonight with Ethan, John, and myself. Dave is absent tonight. He was laying insulation in his new basement of his new home. So kudos to Dave. Good work today. He said he spent about 15 hours doing that.
Is that what he was doing Friday too?
I think so, yeah. He's been working a lot at that house. Hey, John? Why are you up there? You're not bowling today.
No.
John, you should not be up here if you're not bowling. Why are you up here?
I don't know. Why am I?
You're supposed to answer the question, not...
Did he want to see Mr. Boston?
Yeah, so I want to see Mr. Boston. I missed him.
Got it.
Well, glad that Mr. Boston is back. Hey, what's up, Frank? Greetings from Albany. Caleb, how's it going? Funny, you're here for once. Glad to see you. Sydney, Ethan, you just saw Ethan. How? Where?
Where?
John.
Wait.
John, he's next to you.
Oh, okay. Hi, John. Nice to see you, sir.
Okay. Anyway, so the 9 guys here with us. Thomas McDonough, how are you? Fun Aid. Wait, does that mean the machines are like a mix between the 8230 and the 8245? So I don't think I don't know the full story about the 8245. So I saw a YouTube video posted with them. I don't understand because most of the 8230s with the 6525 chassis were installed with kicker ball lift systems originally. They never had the verticals on them. When everybody comes to my center, like other mechanics and stuff, to come see me and stuff, they always question why we have vertical ball lifts when we have the 6525 chassis. Because usually that means that they were either former 5850 machines that were converted to 6525s, but these ones I know were not, because there are certain aspects around the machine that proves that they're not. Certain examples of that is the KL plug is not mounted over the head pin, it is over by the 10 pin. Another one is on the 5850 machines, you will see holes from where the chassis used to be mounted over the table motor, which these machines do not. And the table motor mounting place, that plate that goes over the table, that has a slot out of it in the front, kind of where the plug plugs into. And these machines do not have those either. So therefore, we know that they were never 5850 machines. So we don't really know the full reason why. Looks like we're going to have to replace some camera batteries, which is to be expected because we weren't live last week, but that's okay. Back to what I was saying, we don't know why that these machines were installed with the vertical ball lifts. It's the back camera, and I think that one's just got to be turned on. I never turned that one on. So make sure you zoom in on that one. Anyways, yeah, so we don't understand why these machines were installed with the vertical lifts, but by this time next year, they will not be in there anymore. In the back, I have all the PBL supplies ready to install the new lifts. I just have to wait for the season to end and to get 6 more machine frames with the ball door in the new location. So let's see here. Oh no, somebody already guessed what pins we're using tonight because they were able to see the bottoms of them in the table in the deck cam.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, John was going to try to make you guys guess which pins we had in, but as smart that my viewers are, they were able to easily depict what pins we had in. So kudos to you. Let me catch up on some comments here before we get started here. So, Fun Aid, you were the last comment I updated. Ethan's getting our cameras ready to go for us as we speak. Captain Namco, what's going on? Frank, I thought the 45 was a European 240 volt machine. Again, I'm not sure the full story. I will let you guys know if I find out any more information on that. Captain Namco, what's going on? Sydney's sister, Olive Garden. You guys went to Olive Garden without me?
What?
Ethan, are you kidding me?
What?
Where is he? Yeah, you heard me, Ethan.
They went to Olive Garden without us.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sydney, you're not supposed to reveal a secret.
Oh. Wow. All right. Well, Frank, I saw the 8245 in a French video here on YouTube. Did you know? Interesting. Why is the comments? There we go. Did you? Oh God, I missed. Okay, we're gonna have a whole conversation on these 8230 machines before we even get started. I'm loving it. Did you put AMF in front of the 82? What do you mean? You mean in the title? I didn't even put 8230 in the title, so let me know. Let's see, the Twister King is here. Yes, we do have Twisters in tonight. We're going to see them fly around. Thomas McDonough, I posted a video a couple weeks ago with the 8245. So what? Let me look. Let me go to your channel here real quick. Yes, the famous Joe the Pro is visiting your channel, Thomas. Let's see. This says that your channel doesn't have any content. Maybe you mean on Facebook? I'll have to look into that. Let me know.
Joe, video footage?
What?
Can you check the back camera?
Yes. You're good, Ethan. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. 8230 Pin Chaser. The center where I worked had the 8230A. So the 8230A, for those who don't know, what does that mean? Because there's the 8230A and the 8230B. So if one of you guys can tell me the difference between the A and the B, I will shout out your channel, because that is a good question. Cindy, I saw Ethan at Olive Garden for dinner. Oh, did he pay? Ethan?
No, I didn't.
You
I
didn't
paid
pay?
for my own.
You paid for your own.
Of course I did.
He split the check.
I thought Ethan was a nice guy and you'd pay for a leave.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, hold on. Let's not get too carried away here. All right? Us guys, we need a little bit more respect here. Let me see. How can I appropriately address this on the channel? So, it isn't always the guy's responsibility to cover the whole check. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Well, Ethan? You have something to add? Or would you like to take a rain check on this one?
I think we're going to take a rain check on this one, Sydney. That's enough conversation about that.
Oh, well, I've never heard Ethan be silent about such a topic. Okay, well, that's all right.
I think they're. I'm gonna shut up.
Okay. Captain, Joe, I had a feeling. I got this feel. Okay. He had a feeling that Twisters would be in tonight. I'm doing pretty good, dude. Thank you. Funny, not so fun fact. My best friend moved to New York. Oh.
What part?
What part? Captain Namco, I'm up to 11 Twisters in my collection from the bowling alley, 14 total, roughly. Well, Captain Namco, the bowling center that I went to last week for my PBL Ballist parts that I got for this center, they had a bunch of twister pins in the grass behind the bowling center.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't grab them.
I
cut off, but I didn't. I kind of forgot about it, but I already have two cases of them here.
You're not driving back down to Scranton for those.
I mean, they're outside, but anyways. What's up, James? Thanks for coming. Captain says I haven't been here in quite a while. Well, we're glad you're back. Ethan, you want to set the pins up now that we know what pins are in there for me? Thank you. Thomas, I posted it on your Facebook page, Joe. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate that. Fun aid, something. 8230 pin chaser. At that center, the A machines had the chassis above the pinwheel, and the non-A machines were mounted above the table, so not easily accessible. So, Frank, you are on the right track, but it is actually the opposite of what you're thinking. So the 8230A, the A stands for above the table chassis. So the 8230As had the tables, or the chassis above the tables. And actually, there was a few years that AMF was releasing machines with 6525 chassis above the tables, if you guys didn't know that. So, fun fact for you. And then the 8230B, B standing for chassis above back end motor. Let's see. Oh, why do I keep highlighting everything in this chat box? Alright, there
So it wasn't just A for the first one and B for the second one, like
Right.
the first two letters of the alphabet?
Right, yeah. That's what they stood for. So, James, I just landed a job at my buddy's center and it has AMF machines. What kind of AMF machines? 70s, 90s, XLIs, or 30s? Captain Namco's answer to my question, the difference between an AMF 8230 A and B are primarily in their interface circuitry, with a version likely using jumper wires to connect the pin spotter, while the B version utilizing a switch. Interesting. Assembly for the same function. James and Joe, I had some news about a doubles tournament I bowled in and first paid $1,000, and we split and cashed with two people and made $600. We took first. Congratulations.
Hey, why don't you get up there and bowl somewhere, buddy?
I will, John.
John, why don't you come up and bowl?
Yeah.
I'm injured.
John is injured this week. Frank, it's been a few years. I had a few non-gray hairs at the time. That's alright.
Gray hairs don't mean anything.
Funny, anybody remember the 8270A? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that. I am going to link the video of the 8270A in the chat box so you guys know what he is talking about. The 8270A, that was the first machine that came out after the 8230. It was a little bit different. The pits were the same, mostly. The pinwheels were the same. Everything was pretty much the same except for the distributor and the shuttle and the bins. Oh man, do they not have that video anymore? Oh no, I can't find it. Okay.
Which version of 70s did the other center have in this area in Hamburg?
So everybody else has the the newer style 8270s. I haven't ever seen any A's. I don't think there are any anymore, except for one center that I do know of, and it is not anywhere near here.
So the ones we saw at the center that was putting them in.
You've never seen them before.
Were the newer ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were newer than that. Hello, Raymond. How are you? Thomas, the center in the video had the counterweights on the sweeps and closed pinwheels. Ah! I think I have to approve your post, don't I? Let me see here. Let me approve that so everybody can go check that out real quick. Good spare, Ethan. I don't see. Oh, maybe you mean the one you posted on Facebook before. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Okay. So that is at a center in Ohio. I know that center. I tried getting a hold of the owner actually about a month ago because I went to a center that was getting rid of their 30s and they had closed pinwheels. And I know the closed pinwheel stuff is even harder to find than the open pinwheel stuff. I would convert the machines from the open pinwheel to the oh my gosh, what am I saying? From the closed pinwheel to the open pinwheel because they're a lot easier to work on with the open pinwheel and the parts are more widely available for the machines with the open pinwheel. So I would recommend that. But yes, I saw that they did have all the counterweights and the sweeps. Fun fact for you, those 8230 machines are the first 8230 machines ever manufactured. They have not 5850s, not 4400s, but the 3930 chassis. That is the first 8230 that ever came out. I can't even find a center with 4400s anymore. But a center that has the 3930s and they all still work, it's a 24-link center. If you guys live in Ohio, go check them out. I can't remember the name of the center, but they have some videos on YouTube. The guy's name that's affiliated with the center is Chris Weber. Let's see here. James, I shot 700 series, 727 and 741. I was about 270 pins over my average. Nice. 8270 pin spotters. Very nice. Glad to hear you guys are paying attention to the back and what's going on with these pin spotters. Frank, introduced at the Buffalo ABC tournament. I think you're talking about the 8270A machines, because that is true for those. Yes, those of you who work at centers with 8270s, I am going to argue, I believe the 8230s are better machines than the 70s. I know a lot of people are going to come back at me for that, but if you would like to have a conversation with me as to why I think they are better, I would be happy to. I will express a few of my reasons on the air with you guys. Reason number one being, first of all, the bins. If you have ever worked on the 70s, the 90s, or even the XLI machines, look, the whole thing with the bins, getting the bins adjusted right, getting them at the right height, getting the pins to sit properly in them, it is a nightmare. A nightmare that I don't want to have, and you should not want to have either, especially after working on 30s machines that have ran properly. I don't want to deal with it. It makes no sense. Reason number two, the distributor. Why is there so many adjustments on these 8270, 8290 distributors? It's ridiculous. It makes working on them so much more complicated. Okay? And another reason, if you guys have worked on 70s, I'd say for at least 5 years, I bet you, well, I can't say that because I've only done one. Or maybe two. But how, for my experienced 70s mechanics out there, for my experienced 8270 mechanics, I want to hear about your experience in changing out an X-frame on the table. And I bet you it wasn't fun, because it's not fun. It sucks. So, if you guys are working at a center with 30s still, tell them to keep their 30s. There's no reason to get 70s. It's stupid. There's still parts widely available for the 30s. If you're running low on parts, I have a whole stock of parts at my house in my basement that I would be willing to sell you stuff from. So, keep that in mind. Now, good to hear, Raymond. Swag 592. Joe, do your guys' center detect re-racking via the ball return, or do you have to use the scoring keypad first so it doesn't score? You have to use the scoring keypad so it doesn't score, because the ball return button will score. They are wired to the cushion switch. Captain Namco, since we have my favorite pins out, I grabbed one of my twisters out. Nice. Frank, I was at a center last... What is this computer doing? Frank, I was at a... What? I'm sorry. I was at a center last week where a gutter ball didn't drop the sweep at all. No machinery on gutter balls. That would be their ball detectors not being adjusted properly. I had a horrible time with ball detectors here the last couple weeks, but I have them fixed. It was because I moved them over the summer and just didn't have a few of them lined up 100%. But we got that repaired. Swag 592. It is more fun to watch the pins get loaded as you bowl too. Exactly. I love this. The 30s machines are so much better. I don't care what anybody says. All these, I don't understand it. Hang on, I gotta come up for a minute. I really don't understand it, because these people are telling each other, oh, go get 70s, go get 70s. You'll have so much better of a time with these 70s. Go get 90s. Hey, get rid of these 30s. Hold on. But once you have these machines running right and adjusted properly, I don't want to talk about the vertical ballists. They suck. I will say that. We are getting rid of them so that I don't have problems with them anymore. I've made them run as good as they can, but they still suck. I need a glass of water. One thing I will say, these people that tell you to get the 70s, don't do it. It makes no sense. You have so many more things to worry about. The distributors, the bins,
the extremes on the table. It makes no sense. There's just so many more things to worry about. You don't have any room to work with them. You're on the pin deck because the tables are so much lower. It's ridiculous. Don't do it. Stick with your 30s. If you need parts, let me know.
That's my rant for the day. Yes, yeah, round of applause. Thank you, Ethan. Oh no, pin deck cam went out. We didn't change the batteries. Okay. Yes, I'm wearing a white shirt today. Donate blood. Don't be cold-blooded.
Rule number 1 for mechanics. What color do we never wear?
White! Yes, I broke that rule today. Ha ha ha. Joe the Pro t-shirt's coming out soon. Let me know if you want one, by the way. I'm still working on the design. I definitely want to get them. I'm tired of not having anything of my own to wear promoting my channel. I'm going to get through the rest of these comments, and then we're going to talk about some housekeeping things here. Well, Ethan changes that camera. So,
where's your bowling ball, by the way?
It's in the back still.
Nice place for it.
Yes. Captain, there's actually a few centers in my state with 8270s. Yeah, they're all over the place. They do run pretty good, but not as good as the 30s do when you get the 30s adjusted to 100%. They really don't. I don't like them. That's why, I mean, I go to multiple bowling centers now. I'm not just going to this place for service work. I am going to 3 other centers besides... Oh, you're good? Yep, we're good.
Cool.
I am going to 3 other centers besides this one with 8230s. I only work on 8230s. I won't work on the 70s anymore. It's just so annoying. You get the pin jams all the time, the pile. It's just ridiculous.
And believe me, I'd like to say something about how good quality Joe the Pro's machines are now that he's worked on these for such a long time, because Joe brought me to another one of his centers that he just started working at, and you wouldn't believe how filthy they are compared to the machines that Joe has here.
Thank
and
you,
how much
Ethan.
better these machines work.
I
so
appreciate
kudos to
that.
Joe the Pro for that.
I appreciate that, Ethan. That goes a long way. I put pride in my work. You can tell. Just based how they run and how smooth they run. There's no squeaky rods or anything. We are still working out a few hiccups from the upgrades that I've done the past summer, which was to be expected. And you do get these small hiccups here and there. But here's the thing. They're machines. They're machines. Machines break. Machines got to be maintained. Am I right, Shannon? Yes, I'm right. Thank you.
Ethan's getting tired of bowling, by the way.
He is?
Yes.
Well, he's going to have to go home then. Get some sleep. All right. The 9 guy. The only bowling center that's close to me that has AMF machinery. All right, I got to get a cup of water. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Ethan, don't throw any gutter balls. What? Don't throw any gutter balls. Okay.
He will.
Okay.
Oh no, you're coughing out. It must be something in the air.
No, it's my main profession. Somebody gave me something. So.
Oh no. All right, what was I saying? I am refreshed now. The only bowling center that's close to me that has AMF machinery, and they are 8230s, by the way. It's half an hour away from me. Other than that is Brunswick A2. Oh. Interesting. Swag 592. The 9 guy could possibly wonder where it is. We all know. LOL. Cold water. Frank. Not that, Joe. The gutter ball scored a 0. It just didn't... Wait, I lost my spot. Oh, wow, everybody's commenting. The gutter ball scored a 0. It just didn't cycle the machine in any manner. It was a scorekeeping thing. What kind of scoring did they have? That's interesting. They probably have, holy cow, I can't think of the name of it. It's a new Cubica scoring system.
Ethan's
I'm
gonna haul me.
gonna bowl a
I can't
game while
think.
we're chatting here, so we can see some score.
Alright, Swag592, did you use the keypad or the return? Because I believe it depends on your scoring system. No, it does not depend on the scoring system. It doesn't depend on the scoring system. It depends on where you have your cycle buttons wired in your J-strip on your machine. So, like, mostly the reset buttons are usually wired into the J box on terminals J21 and J22. Those two J terminals are where your cushion switch is wired that used to trigger the machine. So usually that's where your reset button is wired to, as well as the cushion switch. And if you have scoring cycle buttons on your chassis like I do. Captain says, I personally like the 8230s. I like watching the pins drop into the chutes. These are not Brunswick machines. The cups are not called chutes, but thank you.
Wait, I didn't even know they were called chutes on Brunswick machines.
Yeah, they're called, well, people call them buckets, chutes. Captain, I bowled on 8230s several times. And I'm sure you've had good and bad experience with those machines as well. But once you have them adjusted right and running correctly, they run forever. Okay. Just keep your machines maintained. They run so good when you do that. Our center, you gotta go re-rack or lane, and enter, then gotta hit the white reset button. Yes, we have tactile reset buttons. Okay. The click on the reset button is amazing. Way better than the new ball returns. Yeah, I bet. Captain Namco, there's one at Hannah, Illinois' bowling alley. There's one at Mattoon Lanes in Mattoon, Illinois. The one I bowl at with the 8230s is Park Lanes in Newton, Illinois. James, the only thing I don't like about a 30... The only thing I don't like about a 30 is the clicking on the pinwheel. Alright, and that can be greatly reduced as long as you have your rubber vibration dampeners installed on your toggle housings. You are supposed to have those installed to A, reduce the noise, and B, prevent your toggle housings from cracking from the toggle hitting it constantly. That greatly reduces the toggle noise. And another way you can prevent that is installing the timing control modules, like I have, and that will make it so your back end motor doesn't run nearly as much when people are not using the lanes. They're really good during birthday parties, in between games during leagues, when you first turn the lanes on for practice, all those times, because there's no reason that the pinwheel, the pit, and all the ballast should be running for all that time. As soon as somebody throws the first ball and the sweep is activated, that's when the back end motor starts.
Oh boy.
The 70s run just as good as the 30s. Kind of. The 70s, yes, the 70s are very well capable of running just as good as the 30s, except you have to do so much more to keep the distributors adjusted correctly, as well as the pins, the tables, everything. It's ridiculous. 8230 pin chaser. Frank, it was a Cubicut on a 70 center. I don't know the precise name. BESX. Yeah, that's one of them. Oh dear. Captain Amco, the one I bowl at on Friday night is Brunswick A2, and the one I've been getting the twisters from has the old Brunswick Model A. Oh boy, those are getting hard to find too. The Model A's, usually people have the A2s or jetbacks. From what I know, I'm not a Brunswick mechanic, so I'm not that good with that. It is BESX being the newest. James, the way the sweeps run on a 70 is better, but I see your point. Yes, that is one thing I will give to the 70s machine. Those sweeps are much more accommodating when being struck by a bowling ball. Yes, you do have a point there. You don't have the sweep tracks on the 70s. That is one point. But everything else, I mean, keep your 30s, guys. There's no reason to get rid of them, if you think about it. Let's see. 70s sweeps shake too much. Yeah, what is up with that? I don't know. I mean, I do understand it, but yeah, when they're going to the up position, they shake a lot. Like, don't you think that the bolts and stuff would get loose from doing all that? I think so. But again, these are machines. You have to do general maintenance to your machines. Okay? They are called cups. They're just called pin cups on the AMF machines. To me, they look like trash cans. They do a little bit, Thomas. The 9 guy. You watch a video Garage Bowling Alley posted at a place in Cleveland, Ohio called Dickey Lanes. It has the weirdest setup as far where the ball returns are. I've never seen anything like that. Yes, I know the video you're talking about. Actually, it's the place I got the Pindex and the flat gutters from. They had a ball return system like that as well. They had the one on all the way on the side of lane 1, like where the hallway was. I think they had one between 4 and 5, and then on the side of lane 6. It was weird, because you had to walk all the way to the other side to get your ball. I'm not sure why they set these places up like that, but they did. 8230 pin chaser. I just wanted to be known that it was someone bowling a gutter ball. I had no gutters during that social outing. Well, that's good. It went from Brunswick Model A, then jetbacks, then A2. Yes.
Not a bad game.
Oh, you're done already. Wow. Look at that. Good job, Ethan.
Doesn't take long to bowl a game when you just keep bowling.
Yeah. Anyway, so Ethan, if you want to do another one, you can. I still haven't even thrown a ball.
I'm just gonna take a minute because I've thrown.
He's thrown many balls.
Well, almost 2 full games. A full game of practice and then one game here.
All right. Well,
I think Ethan's going to get a glass of water.
Ethan deserves a glass of water, and I agree with that. Let's see. The shake going up. Oh, you're talking about the 8070. The shake going up, I'd like to know what causes that. I don't know an easy way to explain that to you. Let me get back to you on that. Frank, there are old Brunswick houses where where 1 and 2 has ball returns to the left of 1 and 3 and 4 on the right of 4. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. I don't know why they did it like that, but Swag 592. I've started to notice at my center scoring the second ball spare or whatever it is delayed until the sweep goes fully up. Normally it is right after the animation finishes. What's up, the Eric Freeze? How are you doing? All right, I'm all caught up on comments. Now, some housekeeping items. So, the synthetic pin decks are going to be finally going in very soon. The guy who is doing it, we're having them professionally installed. I could probably do it, but I don't want, I want it to be perfect, so we're having them professionally installed. They are coming to do some preliminary work tomorrow to prepare for the installation. Yep, Ethan's
it's the first time I'm hearing this.
Yes, I was alerted today. Other housekeeping items to keep in mind. We do, in fact, have everything we need to begin the renovation next May to install the new ball lift systems. If you guys missed the live stream where I announced that we were getting rid of the vertical ball lifts, we are. That is the only thing on these machines that is not... Uh-oh, I think my thing died.
When did we lose?
Yeah, is the other one on the charger, Ethan?
It's right here.
Oh, it's right there. You have it ready for me already?
Ready for you.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Ethan. Okay, there's our mics. You might have to click your... Oh, no.
Mine's on. We're good.
Perfect. All right. So, like I was saying, we are getting rid of the vertical ball lifts. That will take effect in May. I will be doing that renovation on my own with some help from a few other mechanic friends. I'm sure there will be plenty of videos of that, but that involves removing pretty much the whole back end.
Narrational videos from Ethan this summer.
Yes, we are going. That involves removing pretty much the whole back end of the pin spotter, the pit, the pinwheel, the cushion, everything. The J-box we are going to hoist on some scaffolding so I don't have to pull all the wiring because that's just a nightmare waiting to happen. What's up, Bentley? I think I'm going to start throwing some bowling balls. I'm not going to use my stuff tonight. I'm just going to throw a few because I do want to get out of here at a decent time tonight because I do have some schoolwork I need to get done that I was not able to get done with this weekend being so busy. But yeah, so I'm going to throw some balls if you want to kind of watch this for me, Ethan.
Of course.
But yes, I'm loving these questions about the goods and the bads about the 70s and the 30s and the XLI machines. Quiz question for all you maybe pin chasers, mechanics, whoever's out there. Oh, wait, another housekeeping item I forgot. I'm sorry. Stay tuned. I am supposed to be interviewed for a local news channel about the sport, my role in the sport, as well as what I do to keep these old machines running. I am supposed to be interviewed. It's a video interview that is going to be taking place on a local news station. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to get that video clip saved so I can post it for you guys.
You probably could post it to the Facebook group through the local news source. Can't you
Yes,
share that page?
I believe so. I can share the page, but I don't know if I can share the actual video clip. I'll have to figure that out. But that's going to be happening, so that's pretty cool. I was actually wrote about on another international bowling page on Facebook because of the work I've done at a local church that I go to once a week, Corpus Christi Church in Buffalo. It's a 12-lane center that was kind of left and neglected over the past 10 years because there just wasn't a knowledgeable mechanic to work on the machinery. And I got that place fully running pretty much now. They went from having no lanes running to all 12 running. They have same machines as these, except they have kicker lifts instead of the verticals, which even the kicker lifts are a little bit better than the verticals. Not by much. So.
Not by much. Not after what happened when we were there.
Not by much. I had I was sitting back there pushing balls through the ball lift on 7 and 8 because the part in the middle where the ball goes to, it's that hump in the middle that the kicker wheel pushes the ball onto to go into the lift. That rubber piece that goes across the middle, that was worn out, so it wasn't allowing the ball to go into the lift.
That center is really like a time capsule, though. Like, brings you back
Yes.
to like that time. Like, this place doesn't feel like that. Like, it feels like a completely different center.
Yeah, that place, they have, everything's original. They have not done any upgrades whatsoever since probably about 1960 when the machines were put in. They still have the magic triangle masking units, all working for the most part. They have the above ground ball returns, which is a little freaky.
That was really weird.
Yes, for somebody who, so 2 of the centers I go to have the above ground ball returns, including the church. The worst thing about those is the motors. Well, the worst thing about them is if you oil the lanes, you have to lift up the oiler every time you get done with a pair of lanes to get it to the next lane because you can't just move it across the approach. Yeah, it sucks.
I didn't think about
It
that.
sucks. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, the motors go bad in those ball returns, so you have to watch that. But thankfully, our ball returns here are underground.
What was that? 3 and 4 was having where the motor didn't work anymore.
Yeah. Caleb, when the ball hits the sweep on an AMF 8270, the sweep will just bounce a bit and continue the cycle like if nothing happened. Yes, but you still run the risk of bending the sweep rods. Yes, I will be doing a news interview about the channel, about what I do as a pin spotter mechanic, and yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Frank, I did not particularly like the kickers that were all different from lane to lane at my old center. The kickers are horrible. Actually, at the moment, all of my 30 centers I take care of, besides this one, has kicker ballists. And once you get them adjusted right, they do run okay. You do have to keep those kicker wheels clean. You just have to watch that hump, like I said, that hump in the middle, because that's like your key role of the kicker wheel being able to get the ball into the door, or through the ball exit and into the lift. But yeah, the kickers are very outdated as well, and you should be replacing them with either humpbacks or PBLs. When I do the renovation here next year, we will be installing PBL minis without the light ball sensor, because I feel like the light ball sensors just have so many more parts that you have to watch and maintain and watch for wear on, and I'd rather just deal with the adjusting the little shock on the wheel there. Anyways, Eric, one of the alleys I go to has AMF pin spotters. I don't know the model, but I think it's faster than the A2. Maybe the alley with the A2 didn't have enough pins. That could be. A lot of people usually run about 21 or 22 pins in the A2s, which you can do with the 8230s, but not the 8270s or 90s. You could probably get away with running 21 on the 70s, though, actually, now that I think about it. You got to get pictures and videos if you can. There's plenty of pictures and videos on my channel of the 8230 machines, so go check those out when you get a chance. Swag, the 9 guy, have you seen the video of the BTS of Midway yet? I forgot who uploaded it. Oh, you guys are just talking. Alright. So I'm going to get up there and throw a ball now. I've told you guys all our housekeeping items to keep in mind. I think we're all set here. Ethan's been doing a lot of bowling, so I better get up there and throw some balls too. I don't have my bowling equipment out today. I'm just going to do a little bit of bowling because we are only going to be staying on until about 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I got some schoolwork I've got to get done, and I still got to go fill my car up with gas. So nice. I ran it low because I had to make all those extra trips earlier in the week.
Well, actually, I had to drive to Rochester twice.
Wait.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
I didn't hear you to go back to Rochester.
Oh, yeah. You want to know why I had to go back to Rochester, Ethan?
No, what happened?
You don't know what happened? Well, after, remember how I had to go manually pull all the PBLs off of those machines in Scranton?
Yeah.
Well, when we got back, do you remember me taking my tools out of Mike's truck?
No.
I did it.
Oh,
I
no.
left all my tools in Mike's truck.
So you had to go to Rochester to get your tools.
He met me in Batavia, but yeah. Yeah, it sucked. Oh, I haven't bowled in so long.
How often do you actually bowl now?
Sundays.
This is it? This is all I
Actually,
bowl.
I usually wind up throwing some balls, like when I'm at the other centers. If I'm testing like a ball lift or something.
Okay.
I'll throw some balls. Your pin's falling out of this pocket. So.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh heavens to Betsy.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Dave, are you in the audience tonight? That's for
not.
you. Honestly, with how much Dave did today, he's probably sleeping.
He knows how I feel now.
Yes, the air freeze. These are twister pins.
Well, that dried tonight.
I dried it up. I used all the oil.
You did.
Well, I don't know who's. When do you oil Saturday afternoons, right?
Yeah.
They don't get oiled again until tomorrow afternoon.
What kind of comments are rolling in there, dog?
Alright, where were we on comments? Where'd you leave off on comments?
Not liking how that window sounds. I think I'm gonna have to change that whole wheel out.
Like right around here. Okay. Otherwise, the mouse is acting so weird. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Those pins are falling out of the wheel. I gotta go look at that.
Right? We're gonna take a look at the back here. Joe's gonna go back. 8230 pin chaser, I pull at a 90 center, and there's often a telltale sound when the machines sound like Brunswick A series that indicates a pileup needing immediate attention. Caleb, I don't have your answer for you about what would happen if a ball hit Brunswick A2. That has to be from a Brunswick A2 mechanic. If there's any of those in the audience, we would love to hear from you.
Oh,
Dude, there's so much oil back here.
Really?
My God, yeah. That's what's going on. I don't know what Kegel did with their oil, but I'm having a lot of trouble here with pin sliding off spot and just the oil getting in the back end. The plane machine's doing a good job cleaning, so it's got to just be the oil. I don't know if it's too thick or something, but he's got to get different oil. This is just getting out of control. Feeling the toggle tips, and they're just so slippery.
Huh.
That ball came back.
Question for Joe, the pro, and Ethan. Guess what pin plates and pin decks at most duck pin and candle pin bowling centers are made of?
Masonite.
What'd you say?
Masonite.
Masonite? Is that right, the 9 guy?
Hey, what was that for?
What?
You gave me the finger. What, are you confused?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Oh, you gave me the middle finger when you itched your eye.
I didn't even realize I did it.
Oh.
Now I'm making sure to not use that wrong finger. 8230 pinchings are guessed bamboo for that. Thomas Gary down in the pit. Thanks for your comment. The correct answer is solid steel.
Really?
That's what the 9 guy said.
Wow. I didn't know that.
The Eric Freeze, these are my personal favorite pins. I think they sound a lot better in person. I got 2 from the LA a couple years ago before they upgraded to the M-Flight 2s. Well, the M-Flight 2s are what we have for regulation bowling here.
Yep.
We have not played candle pins, the Eric Freeze. We are looking for somebody to send us candle pins.
Send us candle pins.
We will play candle pin as soon as somebody sends them to us. If you have them, please let us know.
And in the pit.
And in the pit.
Their team names for years.
So noisy with the twisters.
I know.
9 guy, I have played Candlepin, fun and super hard. We have never played it. We don't have them. There isn't a Candlepin center around here, but if you send us Candlepins, we will do it live on the stream. If somebody has Candlepins to send.
Get us some candle pins.
Or duck pins, send them to us. We will get a shout out. Nice.
Ethan, are you loving life right now?
What?
Are you loving life?
Of course.
How did you stutter?
Oh.
What if I told you we only have 5 more minutes left of stream time?
What? That's not okay. That's not okay.
I don't care. We need to change the cushion facing on 12.
Okay.
It's getting pretty worn out. I noticed it the other day. I just can't stop throwing strikes with these house balls. You're jealous, aren't you?
Joe didn't even get his equipment out. He's just using a house ball.
Yeah. Sneakers and a house ball.
Sneakers and a house ball. Don't try this at home. It's your house local center. Don't try this. I love the old Bullmar candle pin setters, the Eric Freeze. Thanks for sending in that comment. Joe the Pro and crew, you are much closer to candle pins and duck pins than I am. You just have to go to Massachusetts. They have both candle pins and duck pins. Well,
Let me explain. You don't realize how big New York State is. We are on the western side of the state. Massachusetts is way on the eastern side over by New York City. That is a lot further away than you might think.
I can't wait to not hear those ball doors anymore. They're so loud.
Only a few more months.
No, not a few. We have, well, we count November? Yeah, we gotta count November. November, December, January, February, March,
April.
6 months. 6 more months of verticals.
Why do I have a feeling that Joe will be here the night after the season ends, starting work on these?
I'm gonna be pulling up part 11 and 12 first. Yeah.
Probably like the night after the season. Like
Right
as
after
soon
they
as,
get done with the third game.
oh, and if he does that customer appreciation day thing.
Yeah.
The second the last person throws a ball on this lane,
Oh,
he
we're
gets
not
it
even
back.
gonna use 11 and 12 that day.
As soon as the last league is done, 11 and 12 are out of commission.
There's a pin in the curtain for that one.
Yes, Frank is a lot closer to Massachusetts than we are. A lot closer.
All right, last ball.
Last ball of the stream, it better be straight. And of course it is.
All right. Well, we will leave the stream running for a minute while we do our outro. If anybody has any more pin spotter questions,
I'm gonna come on up. We're
I
back
think
on
I could
front.
be Mr. Pin Spotter. You know, the guy, that robotic guy on the back of the chassis?
yeah.
Think I could be Mr. Pin Spotter? I should put him on our shirts.
That would be awesome.
I'm
No,
gonna-
because then when we go on all the, go to these other centers, we can wear Joel the Pro shirts and like promote our channel and other centers.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you guys all for watching tonight. We had some awesome conversations about these machines.
Everything. It was awesome.
Yeah. Stay tuned for. I know I say this all the time. I want to post more normal videos. They just take so much time to edit, and I'm already so busy. But I'm hoping we can get started on some of those. I have requests from you guys I have not forgotten about. I know I have to do a video on adjusting the sweeps because I don't know if you've seen the sweeps here, but
They're amazing.
They are pretty straight. I'm still working on that at my other centers. They're nowhere near being straight.
Coming soon at
Coming soon.
center near you.
Yes. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any more questions about 30s, 70s, 90s, any pin spotters, let us know. I'm an AMF mechanic, mainly 30s, but I know some stuff about 70s and stuff too. I've worked on them. And if you guys need 8230 parts, if you're at a center that is low on parts, I have a whole stock load of them at my house. And I'm always selling stuff to people that are in need of these parts. We have to save them and put them back into use. Reduce, reuse, and recycle, right, Ethan?
Of course.
All right. So thank you all for watching. We will see you next week. And whatever you do, make sure you
Do it like a pro. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
All right. Pretty good stream. Now I'm going to change the thumbnail before I forget.